If you have any questions, you can just write in the chat box and I can answer them at the end of the class. And today, any of you attempted to listen to the Murli or read the Murli before the class? Please raise your hand. If any of you read the Murli before the class? Nobody? Or listened to the Murli before the class? Am I audible? Yes. Then, because the response is so cold, I thought I'm not audible. Okay, so one person and nobody else. Okay, so make an attempt to read the Murli if you are following the English Murli, or listen to the Murli if you're following the Hindi Murli before the class, so that you understand this class better. Now, let me tell you one thing. We are here to, to meditate, to learn. But what is the sign that we are actually meditating? What is the sign that we are actually learning? Or if we ask ourselves very clearly, why are we actually here? So we are here for change. Yes, if I am not changing, then this is of no use. And sometimes, people think that my feelings should change, my external situation should change. But you have to understand that you are the one who is attracting all of those. So if you don't change, then your feelings, your experience of life, or your situations can never change. And that is why make certain efforts to change what you have been doing all along. Now, first thing you have to change is the time you wake up and what you do as soon as you wake up, because the morning shows the day. So the first discipline that you should adopt is get up early in the morning in Amrit Vela, preferably before 4 in the morning. We at the center, we get up at 3:30. And between 3:30 and 4, try to get up. And when you get up, after that, sit in soul consciousness. You are a soul, but sit in the awareness of your qualities. Sit in the awareness of peace, purity, love. That's your quality. And sit in the remembrance of Baba, who is the ocean of these qualities, and experience that you are drawing those qualities into yourself. Baba is like an ocean, filling you with peace, love, purity, joy. And just sit in that experience, hold that thing in your awareness for some time. And then second thing you do early in the morning is listen to Baba's Murli or read Baba's Murli. And when you do that, then that which is true, that which is powerful enters your awareness. And the weak or the degraded thoughts or the degraded feelings, they cannot be driven out from inside. They have to be substituted with elevated thoughts, with elevated feelings. So this effort that you put in the morning of filling your heart with elevated feelings through Baba's remembrance and filling your mind or intellect with elevated thoughts through Baba's Murli, that's the effort you need to make first thing. And if you change, you make this change, you bring this change in yourself, then, other things will start changing. The way you experience life, or the way your mood is all day, or whether you want to change from the one who reacts to the one who responds. So listening to this class will help you absorb some points that Baba has spoken in the Murli in detail. So this is something that you need to do for yourself every day. And if you could just change your morning schedule, I guarantee you that, change in your personality and change in your life is not a big deal. It's just a byproduct of the small shift. So this is first thing that I wanted to underline before I start the class today. Today in the Murli, Baba says that remember that I am a soul and I am a guide. Okay, so you see, everybody, every person, in whatever context we are living in this world, we have an answer to some questions within us. First is, who am I? Second is, what is my nature? Third is, where is my address, or where is my home? Then, who do I belong to? Who do I have a relationship with? Then, what is my occupation? So, these are certain questions to which everybody has certain answers. And what is important is slowly, gradually aligning the answers to these questions with the truth. Now, the first question is, who am I? Now, you are a soul, but do you consider yourself to be a soul? Yes, or what do you consider yourself to be as? So, do you consider that I am a man or a woman or a middle-aged woman or a old man or young boy or young girl, or how do you define yourself? That's very important. So just deeply ask yourself this question that, okay, I'm listening to the knowledge that I am a soul, but who do I think I am? Have you seen that sometimes when people are having an argument, they would say, who do you think you are? Because who I think you are is not aligning with who you think you are. And then I have a question, who do you think you are? Now, in my awareness, I am somebody, and then the other person thinks I'm a nobody. And then they think that, this person is erroneously thinking that they are somebody, whereas they are nobody. But the truth is, I am a somebody. And then if somebody doesn't get it, then they are very startled by my awareness of the fact that I am a somebody. So these things happen, and then you see, inside I have to ask myself very honestly, who do I think I am? Because sometimes you may be posing before the other that you are somebody that you feel you are not. Yes, so I remember there was this one friend of mine, and she was suffering from a lot of stress and anxiety. And then she told me that, every day it's an effort, that when I go to my workplace, because she worked in a good position in her office. So she said, every day it's an effort that everybody should consider me to be very, very wise, very attentive, very alert, very agile, and they shouldn't get an idea of the fact that I'm stressed and anxious. So she said, I try to my best to pose as not anxious and not stressed. So I said, if you made the same effort to not be stressed, wouldn't that be better? Yes, but sometimes you want to work on what other people consider you to be, but you don't want to make the effort to innately ask yourself who you consider yourself to be and how to change that. So when you constantly practice a certain awareness, it gets imbibed inside you. So ask yourself, do I really believe that I'm a soul? Do I really consider myself to be a soul? And what does it mean when we say considering yourself to be a soul? So the basic property of the soul is a soul is deathless. Yes, then a soul is just a point of light. So you are not male, female, dark, light, middle-aged, old-aged, nothing. You are not, you don't have any caste or religion. The religion or caste is of the body. You are just a soul. You're just a being of light. Then what is your nature as a soul? So so in the body conscious state, you think your nature is your acquired qualities. So just like somebody has written, I always lose my concentration. How can you write that? Because you think you are the body. So you think about, you are thinking your sanskar is you, or your present condition is you. Then you say, I always lose my concentration. But no, this is just something that's happening right now. But this is not you. You don't lose your concentration. You are a soul with a very functional intellect. Yes, so you are a soul, you have a mind, intellect, and sanskar, and you, the soul, are elevated. Your mind, intellect, and sanskar are working in full capacity. They are absolutely fine. So assert this to yourself. Sometimes what happens is you forget something one day, and then you start telling yourself, I'm becoming forgetful. Yes, but no, I forgot something today. That doesn't mean I have become forgetful. I couldn't concentrate today. That doesn't mean I have lack of concentration. I am a soul and I have perfect concentration. I have very good thoughts. I'm in a very good state of mind. My sanskars are like my Baba. Always build that awareness, because that is the truth. And what happens is, when you start identifying with your state of mind, when you start identifying with your state of intellect, right now maybe your intellect is not having 100% ability to focus. But then that is just something you have acquired because the soul is depleted. But you can go back to being who you really are. Know this, have faith in this, and then it will come back. Yes, so don't make this a swaman that I lose my concentration, I can't do this, I have this limitation, that limitation. No, you have no limitation. What you don't believe is not part of you. So just keep asserting to yourself that I have a perfect mind, perfect intellect, perfect sanskar. I'm just like my Baba. I'm loveful, peaceful. Don't make it a swaman, I'm angry, I'm short-tempered. Don't take these things into your awareness. It may be your condition right now. So we call this exercise separating yourself from your present condition or your present behavior. So even if I acted angrily, I have to tell myself I am a peaceful soul. I behaved angrily, but I am not an angry person. So just disown that sanskar in your intellect. Disown your limitations of the intellect and mind through your buddhi. That's very important. So Baba says, do you consider yourself to be a soul? What is the nature of the soul? Who does the soul belong to? So do you know that our sense of self comes from our parents? Yes, so the child of a businessman, right from childhood, he thinks I'm a businessman. Yes, the child of an engineer thinks I'm an engineer because my father is an engineer or my mother is a doctor. So I can also, the child also in its childhood itself, they'll take that stethoscope and keep practicing. So this is how, you derive your sense from who you belong to. So just tell yourself that I am God's child. I am the child of the Almighty. And whatever Baba can do, I can do. Because Baba is filling me with His qualities. Baba is sustaining me with His virtues. Baba is making me like Himself. So I might have some limitations, but now I'm not alone. I'm with Baba. And Baba is healing me. Baba is recharging me. Baba is sustaining me with all those virtues, those powers, those abilities that I thought are not there. So keep Baba in your awareness. When you say I'm a soul, then that means I'm a child of Shiv Baba. And then fourth thing, what is my occupation? And do you know that most people in the world today are facing midlife crisis? So, what is midlife crisis? So you start questioning, who am I and what am I here to do? And the basic question that everybody is struggling with, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Is this it? Going to office, raising children, or is there something more? And Baba gives us a purpose. What is my purpose? I am a guide. Baba today tells us very clearly, you are guides, you are advisors. You have a very big purpose. You have to guide everybody towards the land of peace, land of happiness. You have to advise everybody to be holy, be Raj Yogi. So you have to first be holy, be Raj Yogi. Practice purity, practice remembrance of Baba, and then show everybody that path. That's your occupation. Just like Baba's occupation is to remove everybody from sorrow and take them, guide them to the world of happiness, because nobody can make somebody do something. You can only guide them. Baba is also guiding us. Do this, do that. Wake up in the morning, listen to elevated versions. Remind yourself of who you are. Stay in that awareness. Hold my remembrance in your heart. So just like Baba is guiding us, we have to guide everybody. And when you make this Baba says, I'm not asking you to stop going to office. You go to work, you earn your money, but that is your occupation in this physical context. You are a soul in a physical context right now. You are in a physical body right now. So you have to sustain that body. For that, you work. When you go to work, you know why are you going to work? You are not going to work to establish your identity. You're not going to work to make relationships. You're not going to work for any other purpose. You're going to work to earn money. A money that comes with blessings, not without blessings. So just know that you're going to work to earn money. And if you keep it that simple, then life at work will also become very simple. And then what is your real purpose? Your true purpose, or that which is the purpose of your life, is to be a guide to everybody, be an advisor to everybody. Advise everybody and show them the path which will remove them from sorrow and take them to peace and happiness. So whenever you meet somebody, whether if they are willing to listen, okay, otherwise through your actions, through your state of being, just inspire them to be yogi, be Rajyo, be holy. It's not necessary that you have to speak to inspire somebody to be like that. When you behave in a pure, when your actions are pure, and when you are in Baba's remembrance, then other people around you are also inspired to be in remembrance. I'll tell you one example. So there was this brother, and he was a very reputed person in the locality, and he was very wealthy also. And then he one day came to the center and he said, "Your Raj Yoga is very powerful. I want to learn that." So I asked, "How do you know Raj Yoga is powerful?" So he said, "You know what? The house help who works in my home, she goes to a center. She studies what you people teach. She practices what you people teach." And what happened is, one day, my son, he brought his report card and he had secured 90%. And I got very upset because I had expected more. And I was just sitting and thinking that this is my son, and he's going to inherit all my property and my business, so he better do better than this. And I was a little upset. And then that house help of mine, she came and she said, "Sir, I want to go home right now." And she was very calm. And I asked her, "What happened? So is there an emergency?" So she said, "No, everything is fine. Just my son met with an accident." And she was so calm. And she said, "My son met with an accident, and I need to be there and take care of my son." And then she went, and then I came to know that in that accident, the son was very badly hurt. And in all the time when she stayed there, she every day, updated me about her son, but there was no fear, no worry in her tone ever. And her son was recovering, and she was taking care of the son, but she was not emotional at all. And as soon as the son, was able to take care of himself, not fully recovered, she decided to come back. She could discern when the son needed her and when it was okay to leave him and come back to work. She was not at all emotional about the son. And she did her duty, and she was very detached and loving. And then when she came back, I asked her, "How could you be so stable in such a situation?" And then she said, "No, Baba is there. I'm just an instrument." So I have to just work like an instrument. So I did my thing. But he's Baba's child, not my child. And yes, Baba has entrusted me for the child. I'm not saying that I will run away from my duty. My duty is to take care of him physically when he needs me. But then he's not my child. I don't have to worry about him. So then I came to the center. So just think about how, you can inspire anybody to practice being a yogi, practice being pure. Because only when you're pure, what is the sign of purity? What is the symbol of purity? The symbol of purity is a lotus flower. And how does a lotus live in muddy water? Completely detached. And if you're practicing purity, purity of all kinds, that Baba says, purity of food, purity from the vices, complete abstinence from lust, anger, ego, attachment, greed, purity of the ears and eyes, not listening to or seeing stuff that is impure and vicious. So if you practice purity and if you practice being soul conscious and sit in remembrance of Baba, then you will be able to inspire many to be holy and be Raj Yogi. And Baba says that is the purpose of your life. And let me tell you, in my own experience, I have felt that you can set many goals for your life. But after pursuing anything for a certain time, you stop finding meaning in it. Because in this world, whatever you do, that action or that attainment is subject to diminishing returns. In economics, we say the law of diminishing returns. So let's say you are doing anything, you are earning money. So maybe until you earn a certain amount of money, it will give you happiness. But then slowly, gradually, every new unit you earn will give you less and less happiness than the previous one. And after a certain point of time, that money will stop translating into happiness. Maybe you will feel that, okay, earning money is fine, so nobody's asking you to stop earning money. You will keep doing that, but that money is not going to give you happiness after a certain point of time. That money earning will be just out of habit or to engage yourself. Or you do any work which is not creative, which is just materialistic. If you are not creating something, it's just materialistic, it will stop giving you happiness after some time. And even in a creative job, if you're not looking at the creation that's giving you happiness, but you're looking at the appreciation from the creation or the return from the creation that's giving you happiness, then after a point of time, you feel that every new attainment, every new appreciation is giving you less and less happiness. And then you start feeling emptier day by day. And when you make this your occupation, giving true spiritual knowledge to everybody or showing everybody the path to become pure and be a yogi through your thought, word, and act, then it will never be possible. It is not possible that you will be subject to the law of diminishing returns. You will always feel that you are increasingly feeling better and better, and you are acquiring more and more. Because whenever you show this path to somebody, then they are elevating themselves and they are giving, then good wishes and blessings flow to you. So anybody who is becoming pure and Raj Yogi is becoming an embodiment of peace and happiness. And you also get a return of that peace and happiness. That is why this occupation is always rewarding and enriching. So Baba says, what is your primary purpose or occupation in life? This is your occupation. And then you do whatever you do for sustaining your body, that's okay. You go to, and also, when you go to work, know that you're going to work to earn money with blessings. Just that. Don't try to look for identity and relationships and, respect and love in workplaces. Yes. And if you are not looking for these, then the lack of these will not disappoint you. Yes. So don't look for inclusion and love and respect and name and fame and, a sense of identity in your workplace. Do you do that? Everybody does that. And then what happens? That becomes the problem. You go to work, you earn your money, you come back. I remember when I was working in the office, then one time there was an incident where somebody was very rude to me. And then I was okay. So then they said, how can you be so okay when I was so rude to you? So I said, I'm not looking for politeness here. I'm fine. I receive love from Baba every day, and that's enough for me. I'm not looking for your love or admiration or your respect. I'm fine. You give whatever you have, and that's okay with me. So you see, that's how, you deal with these things. And if you're looking for something, then not finding it will make you very disappointed. And Baba says, you get your sense of self, your sense of identity, your sense of attainment through these spiritual means. So when you're soul conscious, you get your sense of identity from them. You get love, respect, you get the feeling of all relationships, the attainment of all relationships from Baba. Visualize Baba as your father, giving you a lot of love and acceptance. Visualize Baba as your teacher, giving all the knowledge, which is giving practically, but bring it into your awareness. Yes, Baba is your friend who is holding your hand, accepting you, guiding you in every situation. Just keep that in your awareness. And then you will not feel empty inside. And just know that all your sense of purpose has to come from spiritual seva. And when you do that, you earn blessings and you feel fulfilled. So this is what Baba tells us today. And then second thing Baba says is, this drama is moving second by second. So do you know that this drama is like, so do you know when there is a cartoon film made, then there are pieces which are attached on the film roll, which are, I think, 1/12 of a second. That duration of each piece is attached together. And then what you see is a continuous film, but actually it can be broken down into 1/12 of a second. So it's like an array of frames that are set together and it looks like a moving film. So Baba says, similarly, this drama, you think it's, 1 second is connected to the other, but it's not. Every second is an individual second. It is you who carry the past into the present and into the future. Yes, so if you detach yourself from the last second, then this new second is a complete new opportunity. Yes, what happened to you, what you did, don't carry that into your present second. Don't carry any awareness, any incident, any action of your past into the present second. Just drop it. Because this drama is created second by second. You have the opportunity to let go and move forward. And when you see your goal, how will you move forward? When you see what lies ahead. So hold your goal in your awareness. Where do you want to go? Don't look at what happened. Don't look at what you did. Look at what you want to do and where you want to reach, what you want to become. And then just let go of the previous baggage, which is making you disheartened. So, most people have given up on themselves because of what happened to them or what they did, because of their own actions also. Sometimes people give up on themselves, but you have to know that whatever happened in the past is there. Don't bring it into your present. Don't be disheartened with yourself. Don't be disheartened with the drama. Don't be disheartened with Baba. Just know that Baba is here for you. Your drama is great. It is benevolent. And you are the one who is going to become a deity. And then leave that disheartenment in the past. Have new zeal and enthusiasm and take a step forward. And when you take that step forward, you will realize that you are just one step away from success. You're one step away from becoming a deity. So Baba says, know that, you see, there are many people who use other people's past against them. Yes, have you seen, if you start getting up early in the morning, then, or you start meditating, then people around you will say, all your life you didn't do this, and today suddenly you have this new fever of doing this thing. Suddenly you've become spiritual, so you're very far from spiritual. Or in Hindi we say, "Sau chuhe kha ke billi haj ko chali." So you did all the evil in your life and today you want to be good. And so many things, because people just want to look at your past, and then, or even, the kind of habits you had in the past, they will just use that to discourage you. And you also hold that, and you also use your past against yourself. But Baba says, stop doing that. Just know that every new second is a new second, because the drama is created second by second. And leave your disheartenment of the past. Take the zeal and enthusiasm that Baba is giving and move ahead. Have you heard the expression leap of faith? Yes, so when somebody is there to hold you, please jump. So Baba says, now I'm here to hold you. So take that leap of faith and reach your destination of being a deity. Okay, Om Shanti.